If you could influence somebody with a series of questions, would you? Let me explain. Recently, there was an editorial in the New York Times. The author claims to have made someone fall in love with her simply by asking a series of questions. To be clear, she did fall in love. I read the journal article, and I'm not a psychologist, but I see two big flaws in her methodology. The first, the research was testing close relationships amongst peers, not love. And second, these tests were designed for temporary closeness, not an actual ongoing relationship. I decided to replicate the research as best as I could. The subjects were Abby and Will. They agreed to test this hypothesis. We needed a benchmark for their closeness, so we used the inclusion of other and self questionnaire, or IOS, that the research mentions. Abby reported a 3.0 and Will a 2.5. Then we secluded them in a room and began the procedure.
You have been given 3 sets of slips. Each slip has a question or a task written on it. One of you should read aloud the first slip and then both do what it asks for.
As you go through the slips, one at a time, please don't skip any slips. Do each in order.
You will be informed when to move on to the next set of slips. It is not important to finish all the slips in each set within the time allotted. You may begin. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
Jesus. What about you?
Mine is not as deep as yours. Mine's selfish.
Okay.
It'd be Freddie Mercury.
Okay. That's cool.
All right.
Shall we go to the next?
Let's go to the next.
All right, next. Would you like to be famous? In what way?
Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it?
I have done, and I keep adding to the list, I have done everything that I ever wanted to do.
Really?
Yes. It's the greatest accomplishment of your life. Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. I hope I haven't done it yet. What do you value most in a friendship?
Mostly, I think a loyal person has your back in good times and bad times. Doesn't necessarily have to agree with everything you do, but loves you for who you are and supports you, no matter how it goes.
These are the really bad ones, right?
Yeah, but make 3 true we statements each.
We have both made a lot of gambles with our hearts in the past. We have both learned a lot. The last one goes in 2 different directions. I feel like we both have no idea where we're going, but I don't know if that's true with you. I don't know.
We both are a lot deeper than people will ever know.
As you can imagine, the last set is the most personal of the 3. As the questions progressed, so too did the depth of their discussion. Because we're studying their reaction, I don't feel it's important to share some of the personal responses they gave.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
After the interviews, we asked them if their closeness had changed, using the iOS.
Do I need to mention my previous answer?
Nope.
3.
Abby's had stayed the same at 3.0.
Let's go to let's go to 6.
And Will's had gone up to a 6.0. They both were noticeably changed after this process. What are your feelings right now?
My feelings.
It's real. Yeah, it works.
So you're in love right now?
I don't know. It's like you feel a connection that's...
To be honest, it was a lot of what I expected, and
I've known Abby years, but never to this level.
that was a lot to talk about. I think if 2 people didn't know each other, that could be a really awkward situation. I mean, Will and I are friends.
And it's nice to be, I don't know, to sort of let your guard down with somebody.
I can't say if you can make somebody feel close to you by asking them a series of questions, but...
Abby.
Will, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, so it's been a week. I wanted to see how your rating scale had changed.
I would say 3.5
based upon the fact that we did cover ground that we had never covered as friends, you know.
That's the number I gave, which was like 5, maybe 5.5. What's interesting was that bearing your soul is more intimate than bearing your ass.
But perhaps emotion is a reciprocal part of human nature.